for it to drop the jackpot there, are you?
Wish you would, Jimmy. Can hardly afford to fill up these days, mate.
Things aren't that bad, are they?
Things were that bad 6 months ago. We graduated to diabolical now.
What? All those pizzas you're turning out? Would have thought you'd have been making it in.
Oh, yeah, business is good. I work all the hours God sends, don't I? The trouble is, every penny's spoken for and then some.
I don't suppose 2 growing kids come cheap either, do they?
Between you, me and the mortgage arrears, Jimmy, I'm just about going under. Still, gotta hang in there, haven't I? Nothing else I can do.
There were some new people moved into the house who used to live in on Brookside Close. They were a nose couple, not mother and daughters.
Oh, well, would have been nice to look them up, seeing I'm in the area. Fair bit of catching up to do if I ever find them. Family business and that. Brookside Close, you say?
Yeah, to the estate through the pathway. But I honestly don't think they're living over there.
Someone might have heard of them. I'll give it a try later on if I don't have any luck. Thanks.
How you run?
All right there, Di. Well, you set your stall out very nicely today, if you don't mind me saying so.
How do you mean?
Hey, no offence, love, no. Just that, well, you look really nice, that's all.
Oh, I wasn't sure what to wear, really. I'm starting in the bar in the nightclub tonight. I didn't want to look too, you know.
Hey, you look exactly like the nice young woman you are.
I'm so nervous, I'll have my tights putting them on.
Nah, you'll eat that bar job. Hey, you don't know if they took a girl called Bev on as well, do you?
I'm not sure. The only one I've met's called Mel, and she's a good laugh. I haven't met any of the others.
It's just that she's Lynn's sister. You know, Frank Rogers is Lynn, and, well, I bumped into her on the day the club were interviewing for bar staff. Told her there was a job going on here if she wanted one.
Oh, aye. Come back, Marsh, you're all is forgiven now.
You haven't got any Burley Black, have you, Ron?
You know what, love? I have barely got time to look whether I have or not. I'm even going to have to close this place up early so I can get down to cash and carry.
Well, I thought something nice, isn't it?
Ah, but I'm starting down the lead, you know, aren't I, Jimmy? No, we'll have to get some milk for an ear.
Hey, well, don't be thinking of poaching my bar staff.
Sorry, Ron, I've got to nip into town. Only Burley Black will do.
All right, love.
Hey, Jack. Bet you can't wait to get stuck behind that bar, can you?
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Looking for Keith?
Kinds of, yeah.
Well, I'll give him a message if you like.
Well, it's just he was supposed to be finding out for me if there's any room at the inn, like.
What, for you mean?
Yeah, well, I just thought. Got thrown out of ours for having the party.
Yeah, Keith did say. But as for moving in, there's really no room, sorry.
Well, I wouldn't mind doubling up with him, you know. Just about worn out me welcome at where I'm staying. This mate of mine, he wants a 6 foot of floor space back.
Yeah, I've stayed in a few floors myself, but, I can't see you be any more comfortable top to tail with Keith. It's only a single bed.
Well, what if I supplied my own bed?
I suppose there'd be room if Keith doesn't mind.
Oh, well, no, he doesn't. It's after rent for him for a start.
No, if you move in, it's going to put the bills up. We're having enough trouble paying them as it is. But look, I've been a student myself, so if you and Keith stick on another 20 between you, you've got a deal, okay?
Ah, nice one. Last time I left home, I ended up in a right dive. You'll move in tonight, then, yeah?
Yeah, sure. But, no unofficial parties here either. And, you do have to supply your own bed.
Ah, the bed'll be no problem.
Not quite, I'm afraid. Try, left hand down a bit.
Now what's the problem? Look, I've had the blessed thing every which way, but stuffed up my trouser leg. And I've got a partners meeting with Jeffrey in 10 minutes.
I'm trying to keep the peace with your neighbours, Max, old son, but if you don't mind them having a cause for complaint, we can leave it.
Complaint? What? Who? About what?
Relax. You'll give yourself an answer one of these days. Look, it was just that Frank Rogers called and asked if my radio aerial might be the cause of interference on his television set.
And is it?
Oh, yes, almost certainly. But he was very good about the whole thing. No bones broken.
All right, Bing, how's it going?
Ron, come on over.
Oh, yes, and what have you got him doing round here?
Ron, I told him he could pop round whenever he liked.
Well, I wish you wouldn't. I don't want Ron Dixon traipsing round here.
Don't be such a snob, Max.
And I don't want Frank Rogers coming round to my home with perfectly justifiable complaints, especially when they cost me money.
See, you got roped into helping with the aerial, eh? Actually, I think that might be my fault, Maxie. See, Frank Rogers mentioned that his telly had gone on the blink and, well, I pointed the finger in the direction of Lord Haw-Haw here.
Very public-spirited of you, Ron.
No more than my duty, Maxie. After all, I wouldn't want you being unpopular now, would I, eh? Not one of you being here to be able to sort the problem out.
Yes, well, he's going to have to sort it out on his own. I've got work to do.
He'll be giving himself an ulcer one of these days, you know.
That's just what I said. Ron, you wouldn't mind just tweaking that back a bit to the right, would you?
Nah, of course I wouldn't. Listen, I'm just on my way to the cash and carry. Do you want me to get you some more of that fancy fish paste that you like?
Great, that's got it. Oh, the gentleman's relish. Oh, yes, Ron, thanks very much, if you don't mind. Hey, do you fancy a bit of ship to shore?
You know what, Ping, I don't mind if I do. I really should be getting on my way, but...
But what is this life, eh? Full of care, we have no time to stand and stare.
That's very true, that, Ping. After all, you're a long time looking at the lid, aren't you? You know, you should remind your Maxie of that little adage.
Oh, I do, Ron, I do. All the time.
Hello? Oh, Patricia, it's you. Yes? No, I know I shouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be if it wasn't for your dad. That damned radio aerial of his is interfering with the neighbours' tellies, for God's sake.
Hey, hold on. Tune back a bit.
Patricia, I've had just about as much as I can take.
Hey, Joe, Maxie, listen.
Yes, you sometimes can pick up a portable phone signal on this.
Well, I'm glad you agree with me, because your parents are just about doing my head in. Now, apart from the amateur radio antics, he's now got Ron Dixon round here. Next thing, your mother will be inviting a newfound friend, Dee Clampett, round here for a Tupperware party. I mean, it's starting to feel more like Noah's Ark than home around here. No. No, I'm sorry, your parents are going to have to go. And that's that. They've outstayed the welcome. And you know you agree with me.
Yes, well, they do say listeners seldom hear good of themselves. You know, the silly thing is that, Gina and I rather thought they liked having us here. Enjoyed us all mucking in together.
Oh, they probably have. It'll just be this telly interference like that's wound Maxie up. He's always been a bit uptight about what the neighbours think. And your Pat will be agreeing with him just to keep him calm.
Not the impression I got.
But that's just kids, Dad, isn't it? They're always like that with the parents. Look at how Michael treats me, having marathon parties while we're away. I've had to kick him out to teach him a lesson.
Yes, well, looks like it's time for Jean and I to kick ourselves out. You know, if either of us had the faintest idea that our being here was affecting their lives for the worse, we'd have been gone long ago.
That ain't Bing, I know that. Listen, what you say we try and get the Mersey ferries, eh? Set up a course for Iceland.
No, I don't think so, son. I think I'll just, pack up my amateur antics for the day.
Come on, Jimmy, am I hearing you right or what?
Look, I'm telling you, I've been thinking, and this is the answer to all your money worries. Listen, you could clear your debts, well, some of them, in one fell swoop.
Oh, yeah, rob my own house with the insurance.
Well, people do it all the time.
Yeah, well, not me, mate.
I'm not suggesting that you rob it personally, am I?
Ah, you're offering to hire yourself out, are you? I know you're into clubland these days, Jimmy.
And I'm not suggesting that I do it either. It's just an old man who can, that's all.
Oh, I see. Bugsy Corkley. Nah, seriously, Jimmy, I mean, even if you did know somebody, you know.
Look, a couple of hundred and the job's done. Listen, they borrow your electrical goods, right? Best bits of furniture, stuff like that. Stow them away somewhere safe while you collect a couple of grand off the insurance. Then after a decent interval, you get your stuff back.
Jimmy, listen.
It's not as if it's a real crime, is it, eh? Look at all those premiums you pay. The insurance as good as owes it to you. Not that I've ever had, you know, a personal hand in anything like this, but I have known it to work. Honest, I have. Aye.
You're not glad to see me, Mick? Well, I didn't think you were turning up, that's all.
Oh, I had to, didn't I? I mean, I had a lot of time to think on my solo honeymoon in Tenerife. There's just some things I need to know.
Right. Leave it to me, eh?
Oh, thanks, Jim. All right. Me and my brother have got a bit of catching up to do. Haven't we? I want to know it all, Mick. I want to know every single detail about you and Marianne. We're closed. It's been worse than I've imagined night after night. So when, where, and exactly how many times did you cheat on me with my fiancée? Brother.
You might as well just get me bed and just bring it over to yours.
Okay, yeah. Look, I want you to get some milk and I'll give you a hand, okay?
All right, Sam.
Sorry, I was around the back. I thought I heard someone ringing.
Sorry to disturb you. I'm in the area trying to trace a relative of mine who may be living round here. I'm putting together a family tree.
Oh, spot of genealogy, eh? It's fascinating. Well, I'd be delighted to help you if I can. As long as you don't mind having a chat in the shed. I'm sorting out some equipment.
Oh, not at all. Good of you to give me the time.
Mind you, I don't know how much use I can be to you. I've not lived in this neck of the woods long myself. My wife and I are staying here with my daughter and her husband. We're moving on soon. As a matter of fact, they want us to stay longer, but you know how it is.
Yes.
Diana,
I'd rather not be seen talking to you if you don't mind. I'm going into work.
are you working in the club? Didn't realise. I just wondered how things were going, how you were.
Well, I'm still having to go for therapy, if that's what you mean. Look, I really do have to get into work. I'm starting down the bar.
Di, it's just, working in a nightclub doesn't exactly seem your sort of thing.
So you turned up at the Limestone after all, then, eh? You seemed so nervous the other day. I wondered if you would.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, aye, Pinky and Perky. That's at the doorstep, dawdling. Got a club to get ready up there. Go on.
Bit on the tall side for a little Hitler, isn't he?
In.
Let's get this show on the road, then, eh, Di, before the punters start falling through the door.
Move it, you. Something I can do for you, is there?
What do I have to say to get you to believe me? All right, the truth. When I look back, I suppose I thought a lot about Marianne all along. But I thought that she loved you, and I was just made up for you, that's all. No, it's the truth. And that's why I stood back. Why I was prepared to stand by and let the two of you go ahead and get married.
Oh, Mick.
Oh, that's so big of you. Ellis, look, this isn't the place to sort this out, is it? Oh, isn't it? Isn't it? And what would you suggest, huh? Well, if I go and bury my head in the sand somewhere, like I did when you were having Marianne behind my back? Okay, it wasn't like that, Ellis. Oh, wasn't it? Huh? Wasn't that the way it would have carried on being if Marianne hadn't lost her bottle? At least she was honest. What was your plan, Mick? Huh? What was your plan? What, to let her marry me, then carry on having her on the side, huh? Huh? I don't want to fight you, Ellis. You're not going to want me this as well. Come on! Come on!
Hit me, Ellis. It's me you want to hit, isn't it? Is the stupidity over and done with? Is it?
Look, it's not the way you think. I didn't move in behind your back.
It's the truth, Ellis. Mick said nothing, did nothing. Not until after I decided I couldn't go through with the wedding that day.
That's when it all got so complicated. I started to realize how Marianne felt about me. Josie was back. It was all just a mess. But it brought everything to a head between Marianne and me. You've got to believe, bro. We never planned on hurting you.
Oh, God help me if you ever do plan on it.
Let me lock this place up. We'll go to the bungalow, we'll talk.
No. I suppose I should hang around and be civilized, but it's not my style, is it? Stiff upper lip.
We don't want you to go away, do we, Mick?
Well, listen, you two have got what you want. Please don't ask me to stand around and watch.
You can't just go. Not after all me and you have been through with this place.
You want me to wait around and help you get out of debts?
No, I don't. Sorting the money troubles out would be easier with you than without you. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But I'm asking you to stay because I don't want to lose a brother.
I'll think of it as a gaining. I don't have to tell you how special she is.
Ellis, look, you can't go like this.
So it'll take me a couple of days to get my gear together. I'll come and say goodbye before I go.
It's all pretty basic stuff, really. Yet your amateur genealogy sounds much more interesting. Now, remind me, this relative you're trying to trace, she's a second cousin on your...
Father's side.
Oh, really? Do you know, I could have sworn you said your mother's side.
Oh, yes. Sorry. It all gets rather confusing. Look, I can see you're a man of the world. The fact of the matter is the woman I'm looking for is my wife. We had a row. Something and nothing, really. It all got out of proportion and she threw me out. I went back to try and sort things out. And she and the girls had moved away.
My dear chap, why didn't you say so? Look, I know all about marital differences, believe me. I've been the victim of them myself. So maybe, just maybe, I might be able to help you.
Warming up early tonight, is it?
Yeah. Looks like it's the first stop on a steak night for this lot. Hey, and watch out for the ciggies and all, do you hear? Because I banned them.
Yeah, well, live and let live, I say.
Do you? Well, us non-smokers will live longer, won't we?
Thought I saw you light up the other day.
Given up, haven't I?
God, the Kingsley stationery.
And we all think they're original as well.
Doesn't it bother you about having strangers and all sorts?
In my experience, I love them. The talk can't do. It's the quiet ones you have to watch out for. None of this lot know what to do with a real woman.
You're a real woman, then, are you?
Come back and see me sometime when you grow up, and you might find out. You see, it's just sad, really, because he thinks he's a real man. I've had his sort for breakfast.
So, what can I get you then? Same again, is it?
Hey, that's nice.
I told you you didn't touch me if it's all the same to you.
Aye, lads, come on, calm down now, behave yourselves.
I was only going like that.
Not for you! Or anybody else tomorrow!
That's in the head, come on, let's all be friends, calm down.
What a state of him!
No, I'm done, ain't I?
All right. Where'd you tip your end of it?
Is that before or after I had a contraction?
Excuse me. Far be it from me like I'm just a householder, but what do you think you're doing?
Moving over to Peter Addison's, so I'm taking me bed.
Oh, are you now? Point of parental law, Michael. Oversleeping on it every morning does not make it your bed. Paying for it makes it my bed.
Oh, go on, you only threw me out the house. You're not even going to let me take my own bed.
So you could learn how to stand on your own 2 feet, but this time, properly. This time there'll be no subsidies from your mother, there'll be no free laundry service.
Your generosity is boundless.
And my fridge isn't bottomless either. So this time around, Michael, I'm giving you the opportunity to make it all on your own merits.
So you're not giving me the bed? Stuff the bed. I'll buy my own bed.
Now you're getting the idea. You see, you'd never learn if I kept on mollycoddling you.
Come on, Peter. Let him keep his stupid bed.
Oi. Back where you found it, if you please. See what I mean, Bing? Kids. Only time I make up for the spring interior in my absence.
Dear. Look, I can't promise this lady will turn out to be your wife, but she does have 2 daughters. And my wife mentioned that she suspected there might be a missing husband.
Well, it's worth a try. You don't mind coming over with me, do you?
No, not at all. As you said, if it is the wrong woman, it could be a bit embarrassing.
I do appreciate this.
I'd really like to be able to make my peace and be reunited with my family.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Jordache, I'm David Crosby, Jean's husband. She helped you when you had the accident, you remember?
Oh, Mr. Crosby, hang on a minute. I'll take the train off.
There's a gentleman here that you might happen to know.
Trevor.
Hello, love. Probably just the shock of seeing me unexpectedly.
Mandy, love, I only wanted to say I'm sorry. Try talking things out.
Oh, Lord, I hope I haven't put my foot in it bringing you over here. Look, I better get back, so I'll leave you to it. But my advice would be not to badger her too long tonight. Give her a chance to get used to the idea that you've turned up and try again tomorrow.
I'm much obliged for the help. I was lucky to have stumbled on such an understanding chap like yourself. Otherwise, I might never have found her.
Oh, don't mention it, old son. I just hope it all turns out. For the best, you know.
Mandy, please. I only wanted to tell you how sorry I am for what happened and that I've changed. Please, love. Won't you at least talk to me? All right, love. I understand it's been a shock seeing me. I'll go away now if that's what you want. Come back when you've calmed down. Bye for now then, love. All right, love, I know you need time. I understand that. I know I have to be patient. I really will go now. But don't worry. I won't give up.